Hi, welcome to Disney to Universal. If you are new here, my name is Nicola and today's video is a pin haul from the Stewpins Scottish Adventure UK Disney pin event. This was a brand new Disney UK pin event that was in March. This was Stewpins' first on their own UK pin event that they've done, that they've started, and is going to be an annual event. So this will be on next year as well. So can't wait for that already. Just gonna have a quick little chat about how the event was and then we'll move on to the pin haul. The location was Crotherland Hall, I think it was called, and I'll pop a little picture up here. It was the prettiest location by far that I have been to for a UK Disney pin event. Really beautiful kind of country hotel in beautiful surroundings. It was a lovely big open airy spacey room that it was held in, and because this was the first pin event ran by them and it was kind of put on within a few sort of months notice, it wasn't the biggest packed tables venue. There were still lots of tables, lots of people, actually tons of people walking around. But I don't think the pin community had sort of enough time to get up. A lot of them are in sort of the south area. But because it wasn't as packed of a venue as normal other pin events that I've been to through Pin St. Pins, it had a really nice, relaxed, open, friendly feel. I don't know, it just felt different to everything else I've been to before. A little bit more intimate, I guess, and not as crazy hectic, which was nice. The room was warm, always warm, so you dress accordingly when you go to pin events. The place had lovely food from what I tried. It had a beautiful lentil soup, which was a nice vegan option. Before I went to the event as well, I'd already set up a few pre-trades with a couple of the guests, and I think a couple of them also had tables, a couple of the people I pre-traded with. So what happened was I wanted to get the pre-trades out of the way with pretty much straight away before I started looking around everything else. And what that kind of had a knock-on effect of was had like an unexpected amount of trading with the walk around guests rather than the people on the tables in the beginning, which was actually really nice, because it almost feels a little bit less pressure sometimes than walking up to somebody's table who you feel like, are they going to want any of my pins or not? Whereas all the other guests you kind of feel are in a very similar situation to yourself. So it was quite nice to warm up to. So this is the first event where I really traded so many times with so many of the walk around guests, and I actually loved it, and I think a lot of the other guests did as well. Everyone kind of felt like they could approach people because there was these nice big tables in the big open room where people could sit down and have a look and trade and things with other people rather than just the table. So that actually worked out really well. I'd actually done a lot of trading with guests before I made it to the table, so I think I'd only done maybe like 2 tables and the rest were all with guests, and I'd already got quite a few trades in. That was pretty cool to discover and has now given me the confidence, I think, moving forward in other pin events to ask other guests in future. Also, what was nice was because it wasn't so crazy in the room with so many people, so many tables, it like I said, had that nice relaxed feel. So you definitely felt like you could talk more with the people behind the tables, guests, walk around guests, all that kind of thing. So that was really nice as well, because it brings up your confidence there when you're meeting new people. So I've got a lot more faces and names connections. Although most people probably won't remember me, I feel like I've got a little bit more confidence in speaking to those people in future, because sometimes I think the people that you've known have been in the pin community for a while, I don't know, you just feel a little bit intimidated because I guess they have a lot more knowledge and whatnot. So yeah, it was really nice to talk to some of those people, because now I kind of feel like, oh, they are nice people, you know this, the pin community is really nice. So but that was nice to be able to talk to them. And overall, I loved this event. It was so nice to have something in the north like a lot higher, because Bolton's the nearest one that I've been to before, and it's about the same, Bolton to Glasgow. For me, it's not too much of a difference, but it was nice to go in the opposite direction and have this new event. So absolutely buzzing that this is going to be an annual event going forward. And yeah, absolutely loved it. I think everybody that went said is just saying exactly the same thing, loved it. My haul is from the Saturday, and I just literally drove up on the morning and drove back on the night time. So it's 1 day's worth of hauls, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this side was buys, and I also have a pickup as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably turn the camera around and show you the pins, because it's just easier for the camera to see them rather than this way. This was the schedule for the weekend and had all of the information about all the different things they were going to be doing during the day, which was nice. And I also got this Stewpins lanyard with your name, which was nice to walk around because people get to see and might connect with names when they've seen you on Facebook groups and live sales, that kind of a thing. There was loads of freebies going around as well. That was really nice. Like there was sweets, chocolates, magnets, all kinds of made things. Somebody even made Rocky Road. Lovely lady. I got some of that. My husband loved it. He enjoyed that. People were giving out things like stickers and badges. It was just really, really nice. And there was loads of free pin boards to trade on, where you could just trade without having to ask the trader. You could just trade off the free pin board. There was loads of those, so that was really nice. Loads of competitions, games. Just thoroughly enjoyed it. Highly recommend. Let's get on to the haul. So I thought I would start out with the pickup, which was my Bingop and live sale haul first. So here we go with pin number 1. And as you can see, this is a Disney Auctions pin. This was a limited edition of 100, and it's this lovely, girly, pretty daisy pin. How she's on this lovely flower. Yeah, I just thought it was really pretty and at a good price. I don't think I have a limited edition of 100 pins, so I thought it was either nice for myself or a trader. So we've got that one. Stu did a tease of some of the pins that were going to be in the sale, and this was one of them, this series, and I loved it. So knew I wanted to try and get my hands on this one. I was lucky to get that bid. Definite keeper for my collection. Gorgeous pin. Yeah, this is so cute. I mean, you can see there's my thumb. It's not that much bigger. It's bigger. It's bigger than my thumb, but you can see it's a dinkier pin. This one is super cute. So happy I got that one. That one will go in my Figment collection. This one was cheaper than the Figment, and I picked it up because nobody else was, and I just thought it was so cute. And I only think this one was 10, or well, £9 with my discount, something like that. So this will be a trade, even though I think it's absolutely adorable. So I don't know, I might hold on to that one too, not sure. And this was my Bingop, and I actually got a Yoda's Gamble, which I got a pin. I think it was a Disney 100 Tiana pin, which I wasn't interested in. So 100% was going to gamble whatever. And I'm so chuffed because I don't have these pins. I'm like, do I want this one? I'm not 100% sure, but this one for sure is going into my Tangled collection. So I was buzzing to get that one. Oh yeah, one more. And I picked this up for my daughter, so I figured I'd give it as a present at some point. I like to collect a few pins for birthdays and Christmas, and she's a very cutesy version of Stitch she likes, and Stitch with food as well, but still cutesy version. So that's my Bingop and pin haul. I did also get this one, but unfortunately as you can see right there where my thumb is, the black enamel has come out, and I didn't realize that when we were buying it. So I had to get in touch with Stew, and this one's been refunded. But super happy with this anyway. Super chuffed, and what a bing up pin to get. Buzzing. Starting off with this first board, and over here in this corner we've got 3 of the Cinderella glass slipper pieces, which I've been trying to collect without having to buy them, which is a little experiment I've been doing this year, because normally I would just snap up those boxes on Shop Disney, but it is very expensive, so I figured maybe see if you can try and trade for it. And so far I think I'm down to just trying to find one piece, one of the stepsister pieces, so that's turned out really good. Here we've got the Loungefly chase piece because it's all glittery. So that was nice to pick up. I didn't need to really get the whole set of this, but I think if I came across them for the right kinds of pins, I would trade for the rest. I have maybe one other one of Sleeping Beauty from this set. This one is, oh, so beautiful. I nearly bought it in a live sale and missed out, but somebody had it on one of their boards and was able to trade for it. I am loving trading for Frozen pins at the moment, so there's quite a few Frozen in this haul, and this was from a mystery set from like one of the Asian parks, but super happy to get that because it is gorgeous. The colors, perfection. Moving on to these 2 pins. I love this series of paint jars that came out from the Walt Disney Company store, the D23 2024 event. I have a couple of these already, and I've been really hoping to come across these 2. And these were actually from Stewpins store, and I did a trade, I think, for Mother Gothel. So I got these 2 for the Mother Gothel pin, so that was a really nice trade. I was super happy to do that. And moving down here, this was actually another pin that I did a trade for with either Stew or Richards. I'm not entirely sure which one, but yeah, was able to trade for this. I bought the other 2 from Pin Same Pins, and I was just missing this one because I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy it. I preferred the other 2, and you know, pickups can cost quite a bit of money, so it was all adding up. But if I came across it, I was going to trade for it, and luckily they had one available. And then that's on the other side, nice little spinner. So I have the full 3 set now of those pins, so super happy to get that. Really like this one. This one's got like a little bit of sparkle you can see in the background there, which I like. So that's going to go into my collection. Oh yes, so far everything is for my own collection. Mine. Next up, this is also going into my collection. I love the way Alice looks in this pin, and then I am a sucker for all of the extra characters, and you get quite a few on here. So, and the breaded butterfly is my favorite. So yeah, my Alice collection. Okay, I'll move down to here. So this one is part of the Windows of Love Beauty and the Beast series. The windows are gorgeous. Absolutely love a stained glass pin, windows, doors, you know, sucker for those. So yeah, this was the second to last one I needed. I was super happy to pick this one up. Yeah, this one was an absolute bargain, so how could I not trade for this one? King Candy, yes, the colors are cute. Great prices again, so happy to pick that one up as well. Then on to this one, also going into my Ariel collection. So every single pin on here is a keeper. I think most of my pins are going to be keepers. Happy with that page. Okay, and here is the other side of that board, board number 2. Let's go and have a little bit of a closer look. Starting off over here, I've got one of the Disney Darlings pins, and this is a pin that comes off and it reveals the room. I don't know why you would ever want them separate really, but it is a feature that they offer. Going into my Wreck-It Ralph collection, a little Vanellope pin. Happy to get this one. Let's open this up and have a look inside. It is one of the breakfast ones, so you've got the little dingle hopper there and the cereal box, all the little bits, very detailed, and opens up into this, which is cute. No need to really open it up, it will be closed the whole time. Moving over onto this side of the board, lots of single pins. Starting off with this little Figment rainbow. That will go in my Figment collection. This one I already have, so this will be a trader. Sometimes I would trade with people and they might not have had the pins that I was after or needed because I either had them myself or weren't my type of pins, so I would definitely always try and trade with people where possible. And these two here, these are going to my daughter, because like I said, she loves cutesy looking Stitch, and I thought those two both fit the bill. This one, this King Triton, is going into my collection, as is this Ariel. The little mouse from Alice in Wonderland, also going into my collection. These two more pieces of the Cinderella glass slipper shoe, also for me. This one, I just love the gingerbread. It might go into my Christmas collection, or it could be a trader, not entirely sure. This one's going into my Princess and the Frog collection. This one is going into my Frozen collection. Loved coming across these pins on this event. There was a few around. This one is so cool, absolutely tiny. Did a trade with a lovely lady who was a walk around trader. Been looking for these pins. It's the first one I've ever seen, so I was super happy she traded with me for that one. And then these two, I can't remember if my daughter was interested in these ones or not, but if she's not interested in them, they will be traders as well. Absolutely loved seeing this on, I think it was Dot, who had these pins. Just think these are absolutely gorgeous. I love this whole Frozen world of Frozen pins that are coming out, which is what those ones are as well. And I thought that was such a great price as well that I was snapped that up as soon as I saw it on one of her boards that was actually stood up like this. I was like, oh my God, yes, been looking for this, desperate for it. So chuffed to get those. I'm like, I think, yeah, this was from Dot as well. How gorgeous of a Rapunzel pin. And this was also from Dot's table. Totally been after the Rapunzel pin trading nights pins. This is the first one I managed to come across. And I absolutely love it when Rapunzel has her cut dark hair, because they're so unique. You don't get very many pins like that, so super chuffed she wanted to trade me for all those three. Possibly my favorite trade, I think, of the day, that, and had a lovely conversation with her as well, and her husband. This I was missing from my Zootopia mystery set, so buzzing to get that. This one was a mistake. I thought I needed this one for my daughter, but it was actually a different one, so this will actually be a trader. But that was my fault. So board number 2, super happy with. On to board number 3. Starting off with this lovely Pink Colour Mode pin of Ariel and Ursula, like the storybook. Absolutely gorgeous, lovely colours and sparkles. Will be going into my Ariel collection. I think this next series along here of pins that go along was, I remember, was definitely with Emily Robinson, who's a Cinderella collector. Another great trade here. Luckily enough, she wanted some of my pins, so I got to choose some gorgeous pins of hers. This one as well, Frozen, the frame, the building in the background, I absolutely adore. So the scene, they're cute characters as well, but it's all about the frame and the background for me. Gorgeous. So those two. Moving on to these two as well. Really enjoyed this DSSH Again, D23 from 2024 collection. This like magazine range that came out, I have a couple. Was absolutely over the moon to get the Aurora one because it's gorgeous. Love all the detail and things on there. And I've always liked this Frozen Fun series. Really happy to pick up that pin as well. So a great trade done there. And I'm like, was it this one? I think it might be this one as well from her. Just gorgeous. Look at the in their little wedding outfits. That's their cutest look from the movie. And I just thought this was a really pretty pin. I think this might have been from Michelle Hilton Boone, I think it is. Michelle Hilton Boone, possibly. Some of the names, I know the names, but I'm like, am I mixing up what I got? But I think that was from her. And this is one of those like low editions from the Asian parks. So yeah, that was a nice pin to pick up for my up collection. So yeah, all of these so far for my collections. Here we go. This one is the last one I needed for this set. So finally managed to complete that, which I was super happy over. Yeah, gorgeous. Love this book look. Colors are everything. Super pretty. This is gorgeous little Winnie the Pooh pin here, but I don't collect Winnie the Pooh, so I think this would be a trader. Moving on to the Rapunzel pin, World's Best Friend, absolutely gorgeous. Stunning, and going into my Rapunzel collection. Always liked this series when it came out, I think on Box Lunch website, but wasn't able to get my hands on one until now, and just adore the colors. Again, really pretty pin. And this is just such a cute look. I love her in this dress. My favorite look for Tiana is in her blue dress. So yeah, that is also going into my collection. So the majority of that board, I think, yeah, just this one is the only one that's a trader. On to board number 4. Starting off with this Rapunzel Pin Trading Nights pin. She's a keeper. I absolutely adore the Pin Trading Nights pins. Love. This Ichabod and Mr. Toad pin is a trader. That was just to do a deal with somebody who wanted one of my pins. That was nice to be able to do. This one I already have, but again, to do a trade with somebody, pick this one up because it's always a good one to have. Beautiful pin. So a trader. This one again, I already have, but I thought it would be a nice trader. I love her in a pink dress. So yeah, that was also to trade. This one I don't have. I just thought this was so beautiful. A little older Rapunzel Paris pin. So nice to add that one to my collection. Just love her hair in that one. That big, lovely plait. Moving down, I've been looking for this one for some time as well. So this one is going into my Frozen collection. Gorgeous. Love them when they're children. And this one I was looking for when I was in Tokyo myself, but they never had it anywhere. So when I saw this one, it was one of those moments. So grabbed that one. It's a beautiful pin. Super happy to get that. This one I already have, but I thought it would be a good trader, and somebody wanted a grail pin of mine for theirs. That was one of their grail pins. I was super happy to do a nice trade for that. And obviously this is a great pin to always have as well, I think. Yeah, love Arendelle, love the castle, love the whole look. And you've got little Bruni here. So going into my Frozen collection, obviously trader. Keeps. This one I don't think I have, but as my daughter pointed out, I didn't realize, but she's got like red eyes rather than green. So I don't know if that means it's a bit dodgy. Is it a fake one? I don't know if it's just a little bit, something's gone wrong with it or a flaw. Not too sure, but she was supposed to be for me. So we'll see. I need to look into this one. I have this pin already because I like it for my attractions. So this is going to be a trader because, again, I was trading with somebody for something they wanted of mine. This one, love it, will be going into my Tiana collection. This one, I got the Hocus Pocus Cupcakes Loungefly one. So that will go into, I've got 2 others already. And I'm collecting them at this point. But I'm not 100% sure, so that could eventually be a trader. But for now, it's a keeper. I love the Heroes and Villains pins that came out. I would probably have quite a lot of their pins. This is the Wreck-It Ralph spinner, and you've got King Candy on the other side, but I would want the Wreck-It Ralph side. That was fun to find. And then you've got this one. I think this was from the Fairy Tales event that Disney put on. And it's a really cute Bruno pin for Cinderella, so that is a keeper. And I thought this was a really adorable Frozen Olaf pin. I'm not normally an Olaf person, but some of his pins I do enjoy from time to time. So they've got to be the right pin, and this one fit the bill. So nice to get a hold of that one. Okay, so that was board number 4 done. On to board number 5. So starting off with this Pin Trader Delight Sunday series one of Anna holding an ice cream. Really cute. Happy to add that to my Frozen collection. This is one of the Windows of Main Street USA, and it's supposed to be the Pinocchio one. Open. This is how it looks, and then got Pinocchio inside. But I love it for the outside information and the history and all that goes along with this set, so that's a keeper. Next on to this one, which I've seen around a while as well and been totally after. Again, it's got Olaf in, but adorable with them making a snowman. I love the glitter on this one, so super happy to finally get this one, and that's a keeper. This was a lovely trade with a gentleman who was after one of my windows, the fairies one, so it was like a straight swap for swap, I think. Can't remember. There's so many trades, but yeah, that was a cool Maleficent pin to get. Happy with that. I do enjoy a stained glass window look, and I'd never seen this one before, like the Prince Eric statue, but he's all like silver, so I thought that was a really cool looking pin. So happy to get that, and that one's going into my collection as well. This was to do a trade with somebody. I think this was her name Ebony, I think. Oh, I can't remember. She's actually a YouTuber and been watching her videos for a little while. So I did a trade with her. She's quite new to pin trading. She didn't have a load of pins, but Buzz Lightyear can do quite well. So I thought that would be a good one to trade for one of my pins. Then this one, I loved this series. I think, was this the Magic Happens event? Yeah. It's just like, God, I wish I was collecting around some of these events so I could have picked up some of these pins. Really want the Rapunzel one and like the Ariel. I can't remember if there was a Sleeping Beauty one or not, but yeah. The Rapunzel one for sure. I absolutely love the colours on that one. So really happy to get this one though. It's so cute. Great colours. These Munchling pins were actually the last 3 pins that we needed to be Munchling complete. I've had this pin about, I think this might be my 4th Emile pin, because there was always like some kind of flaw on it. I haven't fully checked this over, but hopefully this one's fine. But yeah, I think there's actually one more. Maybe it's on the other side. That was the 4 pins that I needed. Can't quite remember. But yeah, anyway, I finished this set as well, so super chuffed with that. How gorgeous is this little pink Alamo pin of Ariel? So small and dinky. Love, love, love how cute and tiny that is. This one was done for just a trade to help somebody out as well. So I took this one to be a trader. This one is another one that I needed to try and complete this set. So it's fun to find Nick. Definitely need Judy. Maybe it's one more after that. World's Best Friends. I really like this series, like the Best Buds and the Best Friends ones. So this is going into my Beauty and the Beast collection. Gorgeous. The colours on this really work nicely. And the two characters, look, I like how they're quite big in it. Characters on Parade. I've been after this one for a little bit of time as well. So it was nice to finally pick this one up, and we should have a look inside because I can't even remember what's in there. Yeah, it's a nice gold Ariel pin. So that's pretty. Lovely colours. Ooh, that's tricky. I mean, I do think I'll probably, she looks very goddess-like on the outside, so I'll probably leave it closed. Moving on down, again, I already had this pin and this pin, but again, trading with somebody to help them out for pins that they were after of mine. So always nice to pick up some nice duplicates of things like this anyway that I know would do well as traders. This one I've always liked for myself, and it reminds me of Runaway Railway, so I might keep it, but if not, it could be a trader. And these two I just got for traders, the same as this one. Again, I was trading with somebody for a few of their pins for some of mine, but they didn't have anything I think I was actually after. So yeah, picking up things like this is nice to do anyway. So that was board number 5. On to board number 6, which are my purchases. So these were all from Brian, who is from America, who normally does the Milton Keynes event with Stewpins, and he brought over a load of his boxes, which I think there was like a 7, a 6, a 5 and a 4. These were definitely £4 pins, more of the frozen ones, so I was absolutely buzzing that these were only £4 and will be going into my collection because I love this set. Absolutely gorgeous. I think these were definitely the £7 ones. And again, I already have this pin, but I thought it would be a really nice trader. And I'm just an absolute sucker for this look of Ariel. And then she's in her pink dress, so gorge. So I bought myself 2 of those for traders. This one is for me, the Judy pin in the big donut. That's going into my collection. As is this Rapunzel. Thought she was cute and put her in there. And then this one's going to go into my Figment collection, although it could go into the Parks collection as well. Figment is on my Parks board anyway, so it works for both. And I do actually already have this. This is the Chase from the Incredibles set, but it was either £4 or £5. I can't quite remember. But for that price, I was like, that is a great price for a chaser pin, so pick it up. And then this was from Stewpins. This is when you can buy one of the boards from Grow Pin Pro, one of the mini boards, and you can choose 5 pins from out of his trader book. And as a whole, it costs £20, or if you're in the Stewpins club, you get it 10% off, so it was £18. And I decided to grab some of these pins. So we got the I already have both of these. I got the whole set, so these are going to be traders, and I just thought they'd be really nice traders. This was the last pin I needed for my daughter's Munchling collection, so we are complete with that. I love Bing Bong, and that will be going into my collection. And then this was the only duck that was in there, and it's Baymax, and my daughter collects Baymax, so I got it for her, but she may not want it because it's not a traditional looking Baymax, so we'll have to see on that one. So if she does want it, it will go into my traders. And that is board number 6 and the last of my haul. This is all of the pins laid out together. And I definitely would say that this has been the best haul I've ever had from a pin event. And now I'll show you my top favourites. Okay, so I couldn't quite narrow it down to the top 10. These are the top 12. And as you can see, a bit of a theme. So it is pretty much Rapunzel and Frozen with a little bit of Sleeping Beauty. But yeah, these are the ultimate grail-y type pins that I left with from the event, and I would say they are all super girly and pretty looking colours and pins. But yeah, that is it, my absolute favourites from the event. So that's the end of the haul. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I do respond to every comment and appreciate every comment. Thanks for watching and see you next time.